Hello Beauty News family, welcome to Beauty News. This is the 4th of December edition. We're going to be talking about new release beauty products and we don't have any updates, which is awesome.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Nothing's getting dragged out. So we are going to jump right in. Top of the list, we have a collaboration. This is Ela Cosmetics and Mary Poppins. So we've got just a few things in this collection. They've kind of bundled stuff together. So we've got the Mary Poppins set. This is $94. It contains a practically perfect powder, the Poppins red lipstick, and the Mary's cream rouge. It also comes in kind of like a keepsake box. You use it as like a jewelry box or whatever. Then there is the Mrs. Banks set. This is $49. This contains the Mrs. Banks lipstick and a nail polish. So the Mrs. Banks lipstick is a light peachy hue, and the nail polish is also a light peach. This also comes with 4 postcards, like Mary Poppins postcards, and you can also buy the Poppins red lipstick on its own for $35, and of course it's a red lipstick inspired by the shade that she wears in the movie. It's all available now at Besame Cosmetics, and in terms of like past sort of movie collaborations that they've done, this one is very small. Also, I know that their shipping, international shipping, was off the charts expensive.
And wasn't their shipping last time we ordered from them like ridiculously slow, and that was before coronavirus?
Yes, yeah, it was. So I think it was it the Snow White collection that we got?
No, the Sleeping
last
Beauty.
Time? Sleeping Beauty. So the shipping on that was reasonable. They had like a shipping cap, so if you ordered over a certain amount you got free international shipping, but it was so slow. So I don't know what's happening with these guys.
This collection, I know there's a few people out there that are like really loving this. This is like their jam, it's their aesthetic, it's their colours, they're loving it. I do like that they've gone really 60s because the movie came out in the 60s, so I think that sort of aesthetic works really well for the sort of design. Like, I don't associate it with Mary Poppins because the character was quite
whimsical,
a little bit, it wasn't a product of the times. The character looked quite vintage and quite different. So I don't associate that 60s sort of design and the print with Mary Poppins. So to me, it doesn't feel like Mary Poppins besides the box and the cards. But if you love sort of vintage 60s inspired makeup, whether you like Mary Poppins or not, this sort of will look great on your, dresser. It's not my kind of vibe though, personally. This does not look Mary Poppins. Didn't they have a chimney sweep in Mary Poppins?
Mary Poppins was so fucking extra, and this is so not extra.
Another thing from Besame is they've launched nail polishes. These are 12-free and vegan nail polishes. They come in 6 shades inspired by their popular lipstick shades. So there's Red Velvet, Victory Red, Dusty Rose, Cherry Red, Besame Red, and Chocolate Kiss. They're all available now for $17 each.
We have a new palette from Chi Cosmetics. They're an Aussie brand. This is the Pastel Dreams palette. So they want you to step into their candy shop and be inspired by the complete rainbow of pretty pastels and divine dreamy shades. So it includes mattes, shimmers, iridescents, metallics, light reflecting duochromes, and 2 pressed glitters. It's available now. It's $34.30 Australian. Oh, that must be a sale price. It's usually $49. Yeah, Black Friday. It's
a thing.
It's shit. It is.
Hey, I bought a new washing machine on Black Friday, so,
fair.
I don't hate it that much.
There you go. There's 32 shades, I believe. So if you want it, it's available. I think it's a pretty palette. I just don't want it.
Yeah, look, what I like about this, and I think they've been really smart with this, they brought out that big comprehensive nude palette in this format. They did a sort of colourful palette in this format, and now they're doing a pastel one. I like the split between mattes and pastels, and to be fair, there's not much you can do with pastels. They're generally like one note, whether you go matte or shimmer is like, that's all you can do. So the fact that they managed to do some more iridescent, what looks like topper shades on the top row, then you have a row of mattes, then you have some more deeper shades. I have seen a few people criticize these deeper shades not being pastel, but I do think they have the same tone as pastel, just deepened. Because to me, pastel is like, you take a color, add white to it, whereas if you then want to deepen it, you add black. So this is sort of that vibe, which I like. I think it's a well-balanced palette. I simply just do not like pastels. So this is definitely not something that I'm interested in. But I love the columns of different colors. I like how they're set out in rows. Makes a lot of sense. And it works really well with the other palettes in this range. So I like it. Like you, I don't need it. All right, we've got a few things from Colourpop. The first one's really, really quick. They've released their Super Shock shadows for the Best Friends Animal Society collaboration that they do every year, and this is where they donate all net profits to the charity, and you know, people love it because it's a great charity. This year it's a Super Shock Shadow Duo, and it's pretty much they've got paw prints on them as per usual. The box has a cat and a dog, which is very cute. All right, so the two shades in the duo, there's Good Boy, which is a soft warm ivory with pink, silver and gold pinpoints. That's new. And then there's Feline Good, which is a warm bronze shadow with multi-dimensional pinpoints. So these are pretty sort of universal shades. They sort of look quite, the light one looks like a bit of a topper rather than a bold color. So it's available now for $10 US. Also from Colourpop, we have seen a big colorful palette and an eyeliner roll. This looks like it's a bit of a take on the Bare Necessities and Stone Cold Fox, but instead of going all nude with a brush roll, they're going all color with an eyeliner roll. So the palette is the Fade into Hue palette. It is $34 US, and then there's the Color Me Obsessed liner roll, which is $38 US. You can get them both together for $72. It was on sale for Cyber Week, but we've passed that, so oh well. And this is pretty much, look, it's a nicely laid out colorful palette. It's got like a red column, an orange column, yellow, green, blue, purple, and then there's different depths of color going from the top row to the bottom row, and you know, mattes, shimmers, glitters, whatever. I still like the Chi Chi one better than this.
Fair. I also hate that they're selling the palette and the liner roll without a saving.
Yeah.
Like bundle them together. Like,
why?
Irritates me.
All right, it's midnight and it's Editing Cat here, but I thought, look, Colourpop have done a collection that's launching this week and it's going to be very popular and sell out really fast, so it can't wait until next week. So this is the Colourpop collaboration with Hello Kitty and Friends. So this is the Snow Much Fun collection, and it's launching December the 4th at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're watching this episode shortly after it goes out, you've got plenty of time, plenty of notice. Before I get onto each item in the collection, it's a fairly small collection, I thought it was very important to let people know that they do have some restrictions with where they can ship this due to licensing restrictions. There was this issue with the Sailor Moon collection, was it last year? And a lot of people from certain countries were waiting for this collection to launch, and they put it in their cart and they were going to pay just to realize that it didn't ship to them. So I'll read out the countries that it's not shipping to. So the countries are Mexico, Hong Kong, Brunei, Cambodia, East Timor, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, Myanmar, Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, Vietnam, India, and no lip products to Japan. So you can get the other products. So the products in the collection, there's a Snow Much Fun palette, which is a 9-pan eyeshadow palette. There's the mini Glitterally Obsessed quad. So these are small mini Glitterally Obsessed. There's 4 shades available. There's 4 luxe glosses. So one's a peachy color, one's a pink, and one looks like a clear sort of iridescent shade. There's the Fourth Ray Beauty Peppermint Cookie Lip Care Kit, which looks like a lip scrub and a lip mask. And there's also 2 shades of pressed powder blushes. One is peach, one is pink. So that's all the information that I currently have. I don't have any pricing information. If you want to gauge, it's probably best to look at past collaborations they've done and look at like the 9-pan palettes and see how much that cost. But the 9-pan palette, look, there's a few shimmers in there. It's predominantly matte. There are a few shades that have that matte with that slight sparkle, which is a little bit confusing. So there are some sandy orangey tones, there's some mauvey tones, some nudie pinks, so it's a pretty safe palette. So if you want this collection and it's available in your country, it is available again 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the 4th of December.
Okay, next up from e.l.f. we have some new liquid metallic eyeshadows. So these are formulated for comfortable wear. It's a long-lasting opaque liquid eyeshadow that delivers high-impact multi-dimensional metallic in a quick-drying gel base. So there are 8 shades available and they sell for $5 each. They are available now. They look to be mostly sort of on the nude-ish spectrum.
Do you know what they mostly look like? What? Kitten. They look like kitten.
Yeah, they all look like different variants of kitten, and there is also a purple and a green.
Yeah, that's pretty much
right.
it. And they misspelt comet.
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 In
this
Comet.
Okay, this is a holiday sort of vault thing, but we're not doing holiday stuff at the start this episode because there's not much of it. This is from Glow Recipe and it's a vault. So it's the Take It Day by Day Skin by Skin Skincare Wardrobe Vault Set for $310. I hope they had a sale over the Cyber Week. That would have been nice. So this contains pretty much each of their whole range, right?
Yeah,
I'm not even going to run through it because it's their whole range and a spatula.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. I think this would be great if you hadn't tried the brand and you wanted to. Especially, like Kat said, if you could have got a discount on it. It's very cute. It's like, that is a bougie gift for a skincare lover. I'm just putting that out there. If I hadn't tried any Glow Recipe to date, I'd be chomping at the bit to get this.
Look,
but I don't need it.
No, I would have liked to have this, fine, if you want to go all out and I want the whole range at a discount, fucking go for your life. I would have loved to have seen a mini pack like this, a mini wardrobe.
I agree.
So if they had like a sampler pack for, $80, so you can try it out and try the whole range in a deluxe sample size, I think that would have been smarter. And then you can next year upgrade to the full size if you love the products or not. But yeah. Interesting.
We have a collaboration collection here from Juvia's Place and Yami Angelina. So this consists of a 6-pan eyeshadow palette and 2 lip glosses. The palette, look, it's an interesting one. The swatches are gorgeous. So there's a bright yellow, what looks to be a bright red, sort of leaning a bit coral. Then there's a beautiful warm, like caramelly brown. And then we have shimmery, bright blue, shimmery.
And a glitter.
Is that a glitter? It is.
It's called Glitter Queen, and it looks like a glitter.
Yeah, it does look like a glitter. And that's like a bronzy shade, and then there's a bright pink as well. There's also 2 lip glosses. One is a cream finish and one is a shimmer finish.
I'm just looking at Yami Angelina's swatch video. It's definitely a pressed glitter, and it's one of those ones that when you disrupt the pan, it takes quite a lot out of it. So
okay.
It's not a firmly pressed one. It's one of those ones that really disrupt the pan. It does look gorgeous. I'm getting like Carnival kind of vibes from this.
Okay,
very, very summery, which is, the neck of the woods that we're in at the moment. So that's cool. Interesting.
Before we continue with this week's episode, we do have some sponsors. Are you obsessed with how good your hair looks, or are you obsessed with trying to fix it? Function of Beauty can make you fall in love with your hair. Function of Beauty is a world leader in customizable beauty, offering 100% custom solutions just for you. Here's how it works. First, you take a quick but thorough quiz and tell them a little bit about your hair goals. Next, Function of Beauty's team determines the right blend of ingredients, then bottles your custom formula to order. They deliver your personalized formula right to your door in a cute customized bottle. They even print your name on it, along with pumps, stickers, gifts, and even a detailed instructions card describing your hair care regime. Function of Beauty uses only clean ingredients, and all of their formulas are vegan and cruelty-free. They never use sulfates, parabens, or any other harmful ingredients. And Function of Beauty now offers a new skincare line. It's the same quality and customization you expect, now for your skincare routine. I've been using Function of Beauty in my routine for months now, and my favorite products so far are the hair oil and the hair mask. I love how soft and shiny they make my hair without weighing it down. So what are you waiting for? Go to functionofbeauty.com/beauty to take your quiz and save 20% on your first hair care order. Go to functionofbeauty.com/beauty to let them know you heard about it from Beauty News and to get 20% off your hair care order. That's functionofbeauty.com/beauty. Get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door with HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit, possibly Australia's as well. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store and makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. HelloFresh offers convenient, no-contact delivery to your doorstep for easy home cooking with the family. The recipes are easy to follow with simple steps and pictures to guide you along the way. Over 90% of ingredients are sourced directly from growers to ensure peak flavor and ripeness, and there's something for everyone, including 20-minute meals, low-calorie, vegetarian, kid-approved recipes, and more. HelloFresh delivers pre-portioned ingredients, so you're not overbuying, and you can easily change your delivery days or meal plan preferences and skip a week whenever you need to. HelloFresh is committed to donating to those in need. So far in 2020, they have donated 3.5 million meals. You can help too with HelloFresh's Beyond the Box program, where you give nutritious meals to those experiencing food insecurity with just a couple of clicks in the app. HelloFresh has become my go-to when I need to lighten the load. I love the convenience of having my meals prepped for me for a week, and all I have to do is put them together. I like to pick out the 20-minute meals to make things even easier on myself, and I know I'm getting a good meal at the end of the day. Go to hellofresh.com/90beauty and use code 90beauty to get $90 off, including free shipping. That's hellofresh.com/90beauty and use code 90beauty to get $90 off, including free shipping.
All right, from an indie brand, Ela Cosmetics. They've launched their first limited edition private party palette. Now, does that mean that it's their first limited edition palette or their first of the private party palettes? I don't know. You tell me. Anyway, this is a 5-pan palette. It's available now for $32 US. It's an interesting looking one. This is sort of gives me the Beetlejuice vibes. You know, that red and grey palette, but just ramped up a notch to make it actually look a lot more interesting than that one did. So this contains the shades Penny Champagne, which is a silver gold foiled. There's Expensive Taste, which is a red pressed glitter. Code Red, which is a red matte. Love Struck, which is a white gold pressed glitter. And Cyclone, which is a gunmetal foiled. I just want to point out that their descriptions of their shades on their website are clearly wrong, because when you actually look at the shades lined up, they don't match up. Expensive Taste is the white gold. I wonder if they actually just got the pans in the wrong spot.
Look, it's possible. I think it makes more sense that Expensive Taste would be the white gold pressed glitter and Love Struck would be the red pressed glitter. But, you know, there's a boo-boo there, but it's... Look, you can see the palette, you can see the swatches.
That's available now.
That's what, yeah, exactly. Okay, Nakia Joy has launched some new products. So we've got brushes. There's heaps of brushes here, and they're also available in sets. So she has like a complete set of all of the brushes that she launched. Then there's an eye set, there's a face set, and there's an eye and face set. She's also launched some makeup bags in 2 sizes. And she has launched loose pigments. So she's launched 3 different types of loose pigments. There's 15 metallic pigments, there's 8 duochrome pigments, and then there are 6 chroma shift pigments, which we would know commonly as multi-chromes. It's a huge selection of products, and she's basically beefed out her range.
Yeah, I think this is an interesting move. It was sort of, I think the brushes make a lot of sense because she started with lashes, went into pressed powder, not loose powder, sorry, sponges and highlighter palette. And so I always associate brands that do brushes and lashes and sponges. They always sort of do the same thing. Like, I don't know why, but so many brands out there just focus on those 3 items and they lump them together. So brushes made total sense. Loose pigments I would not have picked in, I don't want to say a million years because I would pick it, but not in 100 guesses.
No,
I would not have picked loose pigments.
Not loose pigments. Eyeshadows, yes. Loose pigments, no.
Yeah, like I watched Nakia Joy. We know Nakia Joy personally. She's a Victorian YouTuber. I don't think I've seen her use pigments very often. So this is like a huge, like, out of left field kind of thing. I like it. It is a
little bit...
Yeah?
It's a bit different. It's a little bit different to what we're kind of seeing at the moment coming out on the market. So, you know, she's chosen a point of difference there. Yeah. It's not like loose pigments are new to the market or anything like that.
Absolutely
It's not what I'm saying. But, you know, she's not just going with the, you know, the run-of-the-mill pressed eyeshadows. So,
yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, I think loose pigments were popular years ago, like 8 years ago kind of thing. They were really popular coming into the consumer market, and then they just disappeared because everyone realized they're actually much harder to use than normal eyeshadows. They've only really come back.
That's my issue.
Yeah, they've only really come back recently with the multi-chromes and the duochromes and the like little tubs of glitter. So yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know how they're going to go, but look, she went there.
Well, today when I was gathering some images for this episode, I noticed that some of them were sold out. So people are interested.
Good.
So there we go.
All right, we've got a new release from Smashbox. These are their Always On Cream Shadows. They're vegan, cruelty-free, blendable cream eyeshadows infused with a primer. Oh, that's interesting. It's supposed to give you easy saturated colour with a comfortable matte finish. They've got some bold shades to neutral shades, and so you can create an eye look in seconds. They're available now at Ulta for $22 each, and we've got 10 shades, and there's a bunch of different ones. I don't mind these. It looks like they've got 5 colourful, 5 neutral, which is a nice balance.
That's right. Yeah, look, I think like the neutral ones look really pretty. A lot of them look like, based on these images, that they blend well. Some of the darker ones don't look like they blend well, like Sienna and Ultramarine. I'm not seeing I'm seeing hard edges there. I'm seeing painted on eyeshadow there. They might be better for like creating like defined looks, but all of the rest look really nice. I do feel like there are some nudes in there that, like, if you look at the deeper model, I feel like things are getting lost there. They're probably not like perfect for everyone, but you know, if you like cream eyeshadows, then there you go. There's 10 more from Smashbox.
I would actually try this because I'm sort of into sort of an easy one and done eyeshadow look lately. I think it's an interesting move, them going all mattes, because generally the shimmer is easier to blend. But I do like the colours they chose. They're sort of colourful but slightly muted, so you can get that colourful look without it being too clownish. All the colours look beautiful on the deep model. They all look beautiful.
They do.
And I do like the different undertones in the nudes, but yeah, they could have had some deeper ones for sure. Look, I hope this is nice. I have been quite impressed with Smashbox in the last couple of years, so I might try one. Take one for the team. All right, we've got an anniversary collection from Sugar Pill. This is their 10th anniversary. There's a capsule collection palette, anniversary edition. We knew there was going to be more of these, and they did not disappoint. This contains 10 exclusive shades inspired by things near and dear to our hearts, encased in a gold capsule palette with mirror and magnetic closure. Hooray. Then there's lip glosses, 3 different shades. There's pretty much a shimmery pink. There's a clear with different iridescent glitters, baby pink and blue. And then there's a semi-clear high shine gloss with aquamarine reflex. So very sparkly. Then there's 3 liquid lip colors. And again, these are metallic. There's like a peachy orange, a really vibrant magenta pink, and a deep blue. The last thing in the collection are sparkling loose eyeshadows. We're talking about haven't seen pigments for a while, and here they are.
Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah, they're coming back. There's 5 shades here. I actually like these. There's a really nice sort of shimmery gold, a peach, a burgundy, a nice sort of periwinkle blue, and then a really deep, what do you call this, like a plum? I think they're calling it black and maroon with sparkling fuchsia shift. There you go.
Yeah, fair.
If that was in a palette, like those 5 shades.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually
it.
looking at the palette and I kind of like it. I wish like Fever Dream was in the palette. And I just wish, like, I feel like Sugar Pill always do this. They always put a blue and a green in a palette. And I'm
like, if you take away the blue and a green,
actually,
it's actually an interesting colour story.
It is. I really want one of these like pill capsule palettes, but I refuse to buy them if there's colours in there that I just won't use, and I just won't use blue and green. And I just don't feel like that blue and green really vibe with the shades that are in that palette anyway. Yeah,
they're in the smallest pans, which is good.
They are.
In some of their past palettes, they made sort of the more bold colours in the big pans and some of the more wearable colours in the small pans. So at least they did throw them in the little pans. I think, look, this colour story isn't for me, but I do think it's quite unique for what we've seen. It's very, very peach. Yeah. It's very, very sort of muted purple, dusty purple. I like the green and blue, but I agree with you, it doesn't really belong in this palette too much. I don't like the shimmery and metallic lips. They can go away.
Yeah, no.
But I love the colours of the pigments. That should be in a palette.
Yeah, the pigments are nice. I feel like if they'd taken some of the pigment shades and like fluffed around with the palette a little bit, like it could have been awesome. Okay, we have some new little palettes from Too Faced. So we've got the That's My Jam On The Fly eyeshadow palette, and we have the Let's Play On The Fly eyeshadow palette. So these are obviously called On The Fly eyeshadow palettes, and they're 8-pan palettes. You know what gets me about these? Why do they have those 2 rectangular pans and then annoying. 6 square ones? Like, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You're upsetting people.
I know, and really they've done this time and time again. Didn't they release, they released a bunch of these around the holiday season as well.
They did, yeah.
A couple of months ago. They released a couple for the holiday season, and then they brought out even more just to pad out the range. So they're going pretty heavy-handed with these little palettes, and they just can't put the 8 squares to look uniform. Yeah. They just can't do it.
No, of course not. You can't just make a really cool, neat-looking 8-pan palette. It's got to be 6-pan square, 2 pans rectangular, and upsetting people all over the place. It's just kind of rude. But I actually, I like these palettes.
Yeah, I
would wear them like twice, and then I would put them in my drawer. But I would at least put them on my face.
See, I like that these sort of, the purples they've put in this palette. I think they're quite nice wearable purples along with the browns. But they do that fucking garish pop of pink in all their damn palettes.
They do it in every palette.
They need to get fucked
every single palette. I agree, they need to get fucked with that.
Mm-hmm.
We should make t-shirts, get fucked with that.
We should, but we won't.
No, we won't.
Alright, speaking of mini palettes, we've seen some new mini palettes from Urban Decay. This is now available at Ulta. They're $25 each, and these are little 6-pan palettes. They all have the same pan shape, so good on them for that one. I'll give them that. These are Decade's mini eyeshadow palettes. So essentially what they've done is taken a different decade and created a themed mini palette around it, which I really like the idea of that. Each of the palettes feature high pigment matte, metallic and shimmer shades. And the decades are the 70s, 80s, 90s and noughties. So there's the 70s Boogie, there's the 80s Pop Queen, the 90s 1993 and the noughties Soundtrack. So I actually think this is done really well.
Yeah, okay, for starters, the noughties doesn't have any matte shades in it. The thing that it irritates me about these is
but the noughties were all about shimmer.
Yeah, they were. But also,
it was like the frosty eye. It was.
Yeah,
mattes didn't come in until like the 2010s.
Yes, it's true. But I still think it's kind of ugly.
Yeah, it's ugly. Look, I'm not saying that these aren't ugly. They're ugly palettes.
Yeah.
But I do think that they've picked. Like I look at the 90s one, and I'm like, yeah, I see people's outfits. Yeah, I can visualize 90s outfits.
So do I. These colour stories remind me of what Urban Decay was 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. Like, this looks like they've gone back to their old school palettes and, like, pulled out little 6-pans and turned them into little 6-pan palettes. So, it is definitely, like, reminiscent of the eras.
Do you know what this 90s one is? It's pretty much Empire Records in an eyeshadow palette.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one thing I'm disappointed by, the disco one, there's no gold.
Yeah, that's a bit sad, isn't it?
Look, they're ugly palettes. I do think they're ugly palettes, but they do fit the decade. And I have to, like, give them that. Like, do you want ugly colours on your eyes? Yeah, well, if you do, go the 80s because it's gross.
There you go.
If you want to relive your fucking shimmer eyeshadow galore early 2000s, go to the 2000s palette. That throwback shade will give you the frostiest piece of shit eye look, and it's gonna look perfect for the decade.
People are gonna ask if you're okay.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, "Have you slept?" And you're gonna be like, "No, this puffy eye business. I'm channeling my inner naughties." Yeah.
Do we need to, like, have a wine and pizza night? Like, do you need to tell me your feelings? If you do, cool. You'll be like, no, it's just my new Urban Decay eyeshadow palette.
I'm channeling the early 2000s, which should never be a decade that anyone should channel. Let's just
don't
put it
ever
out there.
channel that.
That was, like, the worst. And I did live through the 90s. And that
so did I.
That had a charm to it. Early 2000s had nothing going for it whatsoever. We should scrap it from the record, like 2020.
Yeah, we should.
Get rid of that shit.
Yeah, it was bad. It was very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Speaking of very bad.
Move on.
What you don't know is it's particularly late. We're filming like 5 hours later than we normally do. So
it's currently 9:05 at night.
Yeah, we're a little bit off with the figures.
Yeah. Okay, Violet Voss. This is the fun size mini eyeshadow palette in Forget Me Not. It's full of unforgettable tones in stunning formulas and finishes. This...
You glitched out for a second. I thought you said forgettable tones. I'm like, burn. I was like, oh no, you actually read the description.
Forgettable. This is an 8-pan blue palette with a pop of peach and bronze.
Correct. Bingo. It's weird. And the colours are so redundant as well. Like, I feel like the shades in here, they're just doubled up. I can see 2 of the same shimmery teals, 2 of the same cobalt blue shimmers. Like,
exactly.
Cut them out. Edit it down. You're forgettable.
It's just like, yes. Like,
and if you're going to do a blue palette, take out the fucking peach and bronze. Why?
Why do brands think this is cool? Or do they, what are you doing? Stop doing that. If you're going to make, like, a one colour palette, just make
go
it.
Balls to the wall.
Just make it. We will forget about it. Because we forget about all of them. Like... Just, oh my god.
Yeah, can I also jump in and say that they've shown another palette? This is the tie-dye 4 palette. Is it the 4th tie-dye palette, or is it they're just like tie-dye 4 life?
Going to Instagram.
Yeah. This is 12 shades of a mix of vivid pops of colour and rich neutrals for your tie-dye obsessions. $36 US. And it's now available at Sephora. It's fucking weird, isn't it? It's a rainbow with like a line of brown.
Stop it! And what the fuck is with the font?
They've gone back to their shitty graphic designer.
Why are they doing this? I just cannot. This brand, the sad thing about this brand is, from what I've tried, they have a nice formula.
They do.
But everything that they do, I'm just like, are you self-sabotage? Are you okay? Are you okay? Do we need pizza and wine night?
Yeah, that's the question of the episode. And the answer is yes, I do. No, this reminds me, similar to that last palette we just saw, if you're going to go balls to the walls rainbow, which they already have.
Just do it.
They already have in multiple palettes. Just do it.
Yeah.
The 3 browns.
Yeah.
Like, I like the 3 browns, but there's not many people that want them both in one palette.
We've got 2 palettes here from Vizart. So we have a pretty much purple palette. This is a new 12 pan violet palette. This contains 1.5 gram magnetic pans in matte, shimmer and duochrome formulas. This one's going to retail for $44 US. It also has some pretty cool packaging. They're calling it the Violet Attendu. Attendu. I don't know. French and me? Not great. No, not really. I try. It doesn't like me though. Then we have another palette from this same collection. So it's the Attendu collection. This is the Minxette palette. So this is another 12 pan palette. Again, it has those magnetic pans so you can pop them out. And this one is very warm and brown. So, look, I've got to say, I feel like at this stage with Vizart, they've done so much that it's all
blurring together.
It's all starting to look like, you know, if you've got X, Y, or Z from Vizart, then it feels like you've got some that look pretty similar. However, I will say in that violet palette, that passion shade, oh my goodness, it's beautiful.
Yeah, they do have some nice shades. That Jezebel one swatched looks beautiful as well.
Yeah.
I do agree with you. And what is actually more annoying than just feeling like they're being repetitive is that they take shades from bigger, like their pro sort of palettes, and they put them in these smaller palettes for more consumers, I guess. So if you do have any of the big palettes, you'll find that you have double ups in these, which is a bit infuriating. I really like the nude one. I do see a lot of similarities in things that I already have from Vizart, so I'm like, do I need it? But if I saw it on sale, I'd be like, get my grubby hands on you. And I feel like the purple one is just an updated version of the Liaison. And I loved the Liaison, don't get me wrong. Well, but this one has it's a little bit more intense in colour. That one had like a sort of dark navy sort of purple colour and some more silvery tones. This is more like bam.
I believe this actually is an extension of the Liaison. And I'm not sure if that means that the Minxette is also an extension. We've only just seen that one today, so we don't know much information about it. But look, I do think they're really pretty. And like you said, if these were on sale, like a really good sale, then I might be enticed. But it more makes me want to play with the Vizart palettes that I have. Yeah, which is not a bad thing. So
no, it's not
there
a
we
bad
go.
Thing. And that is it. That is the end of the show. Bon appetit!
The time has come to dedicate this episode to a Beauty News VIP, and this week's VIP is Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole, for supporting Beauty News, and thank you to everyone who supports Beauty News in whichever way you choose to do it. Before we get on to our emoji, I am just going to say, if you are a Beauty News VIP, we are going to have our live chat next Tuesday, our time, so it might be Monday for you. So if you want to join us, be ready, come along, join us. If you're not a VIP and you would like to be, there is a join button. Down where the subscribe button would be. And if that button is not available to you, then the service is unfortunately not available in your country yet. Not our fault, totally YouTube's.
Yeah, we can't do anything. But we did want to squeeze in a live chat before Christmas and before it gets too crazy. And we thought, look, if we don't do it next week, we're probably going to forget. But we'd like to see you there. Yeah. So if you want to join us for a chit chat, and maybe we'll wear a Christmas hat. I can't.
Something Christmas.
Wait, I do have Christmas things in this cupboard. So yes, we'll wear a Christmas hat.
Yeah, we'll wear something. We will.
We'll do it.
We will. Kat, what is our emoji?
Pizza and wine. Pizza and wine.
Pizza and wine.
So if you made it to the end and you want to let us know in the comments, leave pizza and wine. Feeling fine.
Everybody loves pizza and wine. Alright guys, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Beauty News. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to enjoy your pizza and wine, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.